Three players that could follow Jim Schwartz to Cleveland. This again from Dawg Pound Daily. Number 3 is one of those safeties, Andrew Adams. Number 2, another linebacker, undersized but really effective in the defense for the Titans, David Long Jr. And number 1, Javon Hargrave, defensive tackle. That our last comment about can you afford him, that would have fit. I think that fits Javon Hargrave.
It does, and that article was actually written by Greg Newland, and he said something in there to that effect that Javon Hargrave might be a little on the price, the higher end with as far as price goes. You're absolutely right with what you said. Teams will, they'll move that money around. They'll switch up some of the guaranteed. Deshaun Watson's contract this year is kind of built that way that they can give him more of it up front and then spread it out throughout the remainder of the contract. So. You can't never say never. You can't say that they're not going to go out and make a big move. But yeah, Javon Hargrave would be fantastic, but I think you're right. He would cost a lot of money. Andrew Adams is one that I really like. I think he's a guy that he's not a big name, so he's not going to be an incredibly expensive player, but he's somebody that can help on special teams. He can be a starter when necessary. He can kind of be that third safety. If they're not going to bring back Ronnie Harrison, and I can see reasons not to, I think Andrew Adams would be a perfect replacement.
So I don't have names for you, but here's a profile of what I would look at. Look at a guy that is coming off somewhat of a disappointing year, who has a big contract number that a team may want to get out from under, because those kind of defensive linemen are going to want to play on a one-year deal for Jim Schwartz, because they know he's going to put them in position to succeed and get a big contract after a year of production here.
Yeah, and you saw something similar with Deion Jones when the Browns brought him over. He was able to get the final year of his contract nullified. So the second half of the season really was the only part of the season he played. He was able to get out there, show what he can do. He started out a little bit slow, but as the season went on, he was making a few plays. So you get that guy. I think that your strategy there is perfect. You get that guy who knows he's coming up on a big contract or wants to get a big contract and has the motivation to go out and do that. You can use that to your advantage.